talk at normal volume where I am hearable. Please God, let this not be 30 minutes of footage that I have to edit through. I would rather not. Okay. So today's video is things I do not trust. And that will make sense more as we get through the list. So let's just jump right into it. Yeah, first thing. Center yourself. If this is about to be a major prop, and maybe I should get a cuter looking pencil. I got a cute pencil. Things I do not trust. The first thing on the list is air fryers. Background. For Christmas, further background. Katie and Tyler have wanted an air fryer since like the beginning of quarantine, 2020. Like literally, is that 2 years? Like 2 years. But for Christmas this year, Katie actually got one from her dad. I'm already bad with all kitchen things except for the microwave, but the distrust, the deep distrust in the air fryer is because I do not understand how that thing works. I don't care if it makes sense, like if it's supposed to run like a convection oven, as if that's supposed to be an explanation for me. What the fuck is on this pencil? Is that a piece of hot glue? Okay. I just do not understand how the whirly wind machine. First of all, like, how powerful are those fans? Let's do some Googling. The top section of an air fryer holds a heating mechanism and fan. You place the food in a fryer-style basket, and when you turn it on, hot air rushes down and around food. The rapid circulation makes the food crisp, much like deep frying. Actually, let's get to frying in general. Why are there so many different ways to fry things? It really becomes misleading. Like, what is frying? Frying definition: cook food in hot fat or oil, typically in a shallow pan. Maybe if an air fryer was called an air cooker, I would trust it. That's it. That's why I don't trust air fryers, is because they're just adding to the list of ways to fry something, and I think there's too many things on that list in the first place. Maybe as I go through each one of these, I'll find some closure about what. No, I'm looking at this list and there's no way I end up with closure after each of these. But maybe I'll be able to make peace with air fryers at some point. Next on the list, I can't get over this one. The next thing on the list is bay leaves, the aromatic spice. There is no way that the benefits of bay leaves are worth having to tell every single person who eats your stew that if you get the bay leaf, remove it. Who needs that kind of stress and risk? I don't want to Google this one. I don't want to learn about bay leaves. I don't trust bay leaves because I also have this deep-seated fear of them. Why can't I eat it? Like, will it hurt me? Will it make me throw up? Why was it in there in the first place? Is it just not very good? Maybe I do need to move this side. Why are bay leaves bad for you? Oh, that you just can't chew them? Oh, you could choke. Okay, but it's not. They're almost impossible to chew. See, no. Next on the list is cyclists. This one is a bit complex because I'm not talking about like professional cyclists, because they have paths made for them and they race like race cars. Another reason this is a bit more complex is because I do support what cyclists are trying to do. I understand that not everyone can have access to a car or afford public transportation. I understand that it's good for your health. I understand that it's environmentally friendly, and I appreciate all of that. So it's not personal. Like, I support, but I don't trust. I think this comes from a deep-seated place of a personal vendetta against cyclists.
So it's not personal?
Because when I was in high school, so I lived off of this windy, hilly just 2-lane road, I would get stuck behind a cyclist when I just really wanted to get home. And the fucking bike shorts, like, I just don't trust cyclists. I want to live in a world where they don't exist, but I don't want to live in a world where they don't exist because I don't actually believe in that. But if I just managed to like never see a cyclist again, I'd be down for that. That's how I feel about that. 4th on the list, my cat, Apollo. Me and my roommates have 3 cats, and I trust the other 2. Well, I trust Athena. I don't distrust Artemis, but she's a wild card, you know? But Apollo, I blatantly distrust him. Like, he revels in knocking things over and pretending that he's being cute and cuddly and then attacking you. And he's so charismatic, and it's alarming. Like, he's too charismatic, but he's stupid. And that just, you can't trust that. Athena, however, I would sign over my life to. I trust her to make a decision whether or not to put me on life support. She's a cat, but I know she'd make the right choice. Okay, I do not trust the new McDonald's advertising theme that's like,
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
It's like weirdly sensual. Like, has anyone else picked up on that? Like, why? Maybe that's all I have to say on that. This next one is the reason I made this video. This one I have the least trust for. I am the most uncomfortable with and hate, actually. And that is Tom Nook from Animal Crossing. I don't play Animal Crossing, and maybe someday I will, because the idea of designing my own island and my own like little houses does sound appealing. If Katie ever gets me that Switch Lite that she keeps talking about getting me when we have money. But Tom Nook, his control over the island and like the way he's got everyone thinking that they're doing things for themselves, I don't trust him. He gives off the worst vibes. I believe that Tom Nook is a manifestation of the evils of capitalism. And that is further represented by his charming and adorable facade. I think it might be time to bring in the experts, actually. Or the expert. I don't know if Tyler's gonna join us because video games. I forgot to check if it was still rolling.
No. We were cuddling for like almost an hour. Come back. You will like this. This is live action of me convincing my cat to love me.
Yep. Tell the viewers about your Animal Crossing experience.
Oh, she's leaving for real. Let's see. I mean, I got into Animal Crossing because there's so many cute little animals. But when you log on...
Oh god. Bitch!
Oh
are you
God.
Opening the closed? see,
Unstoppable!
This is why I don't trust Artemis fully. This bitch is
She's a
really
genius.
opening the door.
I'm so proud of you, daughter. But you log on.
Okay.
So you start.
You start the
And the
experience.
first face you see is Tom Nook.
Oh no! No.
And Tom Nook immediately tells you you've been selected.
Oh my god.
And you won an island. You fly there. It's a one-way ticket. But it's your island.
No.
And then the creepiest part though is so like you're given this island.
Okay.
And then he tells you you're forever in debt. And he's like, but no worries because you can sell clumps of dirt to me and I'll pay off your debt.
Okay, you do know that is indentured servitude.
And then if you want to pay off your debt, when you pay off your debt, you have a choice to upgrade your home and then the debt doubles.
Okay.
And you're stuck in this cycle of taking out home loans.
But he's got everyone thinking that they're doing things for themselves.
And money is called bells. Also, we've been trying to get Jenna to have a house on our island.
Yeah, I'm very resistant.
Which you would then also be in debt to Tom Nook. But it's 0 interest. So you don't have to pay it off unless you want to upgrade your house.
What about your credit score?
You don't have a credit score.
I already compared Tom Nook. I consider him an allegory for the insidiousness of capitalism.
That's fair.
And the fact that he presents like there's choice, but no. You're forever in debt to him? If you had to estimate over the course of your time playing Animal Crossing, how much money have you given Tom Nook? How many bells?
Oh my gosh. Like, over 1 million bells, at least. I think my current home loan is at 1 million.
So Tom Nook kidnapped you and put you on a remote and deserted island.
Wait, I have free will, though.
That's what you think. You paid him $1 million.
That's true.
What does your Apple Watch say?
It said that I reached my stand goal.
You're sitting down.
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense.
What are your specific feelings about Tom Nook?
I've never, I guess, really, like, thought too deep into Tom Nook's, like, master plan. Just always been thinking about, like,
What's your mistake?
the furniture I want. Because I'm collecting the antique furniture set. Here's the tip, if anyone doesn't know. The tip with money trees. You never plant more than $10,000. If you plant it under 10,000 or at 10,000, then you're guaranteed to make your money back. Yeah, you feel kind of, maybe I guess, tricked by the system because you feel very in control.
Tricked by Tom Nook.
Yeah, Tom Nook is the system. But there's also an airport, so I can visit other people's islands. I guess Tom Nook also does run the airport. You know, the dodos run the airport.
The dodo? Like
Yeah.
dodo birds?
Yeah.
Aren't they extinct?
Not in Tom Nook's world.
So Tom Nook also canonically stole dodo birds from our timeline.
As if Animal Crossing is a different parallel universe.
Isn't it though? Yeah, that's how I feel about Tom Nook. I had brought in an expert to
Expert.
I needed a primary source. What are you? What would you be? What would you be?
Oh, I guess I would be technically, what is it, a first person, like...
Is it a first person account?
Maybe that is but I think there's a more specific...
Primary source?
Primary source. No,
Yeah,
I think the primary source is right.
I needed a primary source.
But yeah, I had to bring in a primary source to validate my thesis that I don't trust Tom Nook, and neither should you.
Yeah.
But thank you, first person expert, for coming in. Your nails look really good.
Thanks. From far away, it looks good. Like, doesn't my nails look good from there? Yeah, glad to be here.
Of course, anytime. We'll see you again. I need my list. Next on my list, let's take some deep breaths after discussing Tom Nook. Oh my god, the air just came on. I can't film while the air's on. But I have 2 more things left to talk about. The air in our apartment is really loud. That's all. Whew. The next thing, the second to last thing that I have to talk about is I do not trust people who skip the She-Ra theme song. I don't care how many times you've heard it. You listen to that thing the whole way through because it is a bop. While we're on the topic, I don't trust anyone who hasn't watched She-Ra either. She-Ra is your homework assignment. You need to go watch all of She-Ra after watching this video. It's on Netflix, and if you don't have a Netflix subscription, I will lend you my mom's, to watch She-Ra because it's important. Also, because I'm working on a video that really goes into She-Ra. She-Ra is on the level of Avatar, and I don't say that lightly. Like, I love Avatar: The Last Airbender. It is maybe my favorite show of all time. But is She-Ra my favorite show of all time? I don't trust you if you haven't seen She-Ra, but I forgive you, and I will trust you if you go and watch She-Ra now. But never skip the theme song, because it is so good, and it is so positive, and it is such a bop. You know what? I'm gonna watch it. And it's so colorful and it's so engaging, and you get to see a bunch of adorable princesses underscored to we must be strong and we must be brave. Like, the fact that I'm gonna get to raise my kids in a world where that's gonna be the theme song to their favorite show, because it will be their favorite show. It's just really great. And the whole show is wonderful. It's like Avatar in the sense that it was thought out from the beginning. Like, all of it is very cohesive, and it's a story that's just told in 5 seasons. But seasons 2 and 3 are split seasons, one with 6 and one with 7 episodes. So it's more like 4 seasons, actually. It's only 17 and a half hours of content. So you could do that in one day, starting as soon as this video ends. So yeah, I Don't Trust You If You Skip the She-Ra theme song. And the final thing I have to talk about today is purple, the color. I, for a very long time, did not like the color purple. I still would say that purple is my least favorite color, but that bitch has been creeping in. Like, I'm looking at my phone right now, and I have a purple phone case, and my favorite dress right now is purple. And Pantone's color of the year is purple, which, don't even get me started about Pantone colors of the year. I don't trust those either. But purple, how can such passionate disdain turn to acceptance without a conscious effort on my part? What is purple up to? What is purple doing? How? But no, I don't trust purple. I will surround myself with it, but I won't trust it, you know? Wow, I feel like I'm still hyped up because of the She-Ra theme song and like cortisol levels high after talking about Tom Nook. That is a non-exhaustive, but at least a starter list of things I do not trust. Thank you for watching. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, go watch She-Ra. I have to end this now. Moral of the story is don't trust Tom Nook. Thank you for watching.